Hi everybody, my name is Robert Linkul and this is Career Development Corner with Elite Sports University. Today we're going to talk about the basic concepts for traditional marketing and how to best use those and if you can afford them and whatnot. First thing we want to talk about are the marketing costs and marketing opportunities you have. Aside from social media, which is, as we talked about, free to use but not necessarily a lack of investment or time on your side, this is more the traditional marketing costs we're going to get into with signs, flyers, e-blasts, poster boards you're putting out, commercial, radio, television, if we're going to invest into something that much. We'll kind of talk about each one of those components. First thing you want to look at, traditional, where almost everybody starts at, is looking at your website. You're looking at a basic idea of some of the hosts out there that will allow you to host your website for free, and they'll give you very minimal tools to use with, or you can get up into a $10 to anywhere $50 a month or to use a website and a host that gives you more opportunity, more interaction, cool toys to use on their website and how to design them. Next thing you'd look at is a newsletter. Many different brands out there, from Constant Contact, MailChimp, that offer you templates. Some of them charge, some of them are free, where you can put all your content in, email out to your whole list of clients or potential clients that might want to come in that you've worked with in the past, and be able to see your opening rates, how many people are even looking at them, how many people are looking more than 10 seconds, 20 seconds, are they doing 1 click, 2 clicks, are they looking further into the content you're producing? So those things are always nice. And then hard copy flyers as well. 30 and over, we're still kind of looking for flyers on the walls of the post office, the grocery store, in our mailbox. Really, when you get to 55, 60 and older, in newspapers, their flyers and their ads and such in their newspaper, or in their mail and such. So hard copy has its benefit. It can be expensive. Printing costs are not always the most inexpensive thing to go after. However, when you're looking at this, you go to FedEx or UPS or somewhere, you're going to be able to mass copy out a lot of this content. A lot of times when they're mass copied, they don't look very good. You want to invest a little bit more into a good quality product, nice glossy paper, maybe some color. So if you're going to do that, putting them out in a very effective location, the grocery stores, post office, coffee shops, where people are going to find that content that best kind of fits the demographic you're pursuing. Okay, so be smart with your money. Know that these investments are great, but if there's not a return, if they aren't working, then you're definitely not going to be able to continue doing them. It's very easy to check too. How do you know these are all working? When new business comes in, one of the questions on your strategy session or your assessment, whatever you call it, you're doing that initial interview, ask them, how did you hear about us? And get as much detail from that as possible. I was at Starbucks and I saw a flyer on there for older adults and I thought about my grandma and I brought her in. That's great. Now I know exactly what tool worked best for me. Okay, continue doing those. It doesn't mean you don't have to try other things, but know all of this is an investment on your end and you want them all to work really well. Okay, radio ads. From radio and TV, when I look at this as the personal trainer, the independent personal trainer, independent coach, small facility, big facility, until you get to a franchise level, I don't personally feel like radio TV is a very efficient way to go. It's super expensive. There's a ton of time. Writing up all the content you need to do, everything you're going to say, the scenes, the takes, like it's a ton of time. Where on the franchise level, the big box gym, some of these levels, where I think it's a little bit more efficient, where you have mass numbers of membership that are coming in that would potentially see your commercial and such, hear about your ads, your promos that you're running. Not to say that you can't do it, it's just it's a very big chunk of change and a big investment. You really want to make sure that's going to work and you're going to get a huge return on it if that's something you're looking into doing. Okay. Traditional marketing does work really well. It just needs to be done well. It can break a lot of people by having a huge chunk of money to put up front, and not always does it work or have a great return. So some of the other things we look at a traditional marketing standpoint, your signs that go outside, depending on the sign, is it illuminated, if it turns, if it swivels, if it rotates, if it blinks, any of this, those can be $1,000 to $5,000 or more. Definitely be big. The little kiosk that you have out on the street where all the names are all listed, and that can be $35 to $150. So these are just signs that we're putting out, all the way down into banners, windsocks that are blowing. All your t-shirts, you're going to put out a couple hundred t-shirts, $4 to $20, maybe $25, depending on the quality of the shirt you're getting, how many screens you're putting on, what colors you're using on there. Water bottles, very, very cheap water bottles to great water bottles that can, dishwasher friendly. All of this, $12 a water bottle. I have 100 clients. I'm looking at $1,200 minimum just to get all them water bottles, plus the packaging and the shipping, and then they produce it. You can see where it all adds up. Lanyards, pens, stickers, magnets, all this stuff. it all adds up really, really big in the end. So make sure you're going through, checking to see which one of these products is really having a good return for you, and then some of the places you can go to look at. Vista Prints, Fast Signs. I mean, every city has their companies and all their products you can use. Check those out. They always have deals and promos and specials you can do. First timers as well. You're a first time business owner. It's your first purchase that you're doing, or first product that you're putting out to somebody. Hopefully they'll give you some discounts on that as well. Traditional marketing works. You just need to make sure you're doing it really, really efficiently. Social media is probably one of the more popular products, but if you're working with your older demographics, sometimes the most traditional approach is the best approach. My name is Robert Linkul with Elite Sports University. I hope you really enjoyed this today. My contact information is listed below on my social media followings. Please feel free to hop on there, ask me questions, Q&A, whatever you want. I'm here to help you out. Have a great day. Thank you for listening.